Hello all, it is John here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about GT4 cars and GT4 racing, why it's so underrated, and a potential way to get it back to where it once was when the content was first released. Let's get into it. The GT4 cars all have a very unique driving experience. While these are race cars, built for hauling around these 1.5 plus mile pavement arenas we call racetrack, they carry a lot of aspects of their road car counterparts, especially when compared to GT3. They have regulations which raise the minimum ride height, decrease the downforce, and add weight. This means that they handle in a way that allows you to feel the road car they come from. Due to this, you can push the oversteer a lot more than a GT3 race car, making it a lot more playful and extremely fun to drive. You also have more room for driving style adjustments, as if you drive with lots of oversteer or without it. In most cases, you can be equally as fast using both methods. They are also extremely playful and fun to throw around. As you can feel more of the road cars where they come from, the handling characteristics vary vastly from car to car. The GT3 regulations are quite far away from the road cars they come from, so for some of them they end up feeling quite similar relative to the GT4 cars. The GT4 machines are so different that you have to try them all out for yourselves to feel how each and every one of them handles. The Camaro is this massive, powerful boat of a car with a happy rear end and tons of flaming bald eagles to haul you down the stretch with the power of America. While the cars like the McLaren 570 feel more tidy and precise, very British in nature as you sip your tea flying through maggots and beckets. Both are challenging to drive in their own right. Each and every GT4 car has its own set of characteristics like these two that I just mentioned that differentiate themselves from any other car, and the class is very unique in that way. All of the GT4 cars have less power and less downforce than a GT3 car. A side effect of this is that the racing is always close, hard, and very exciting. As you don't feel the effects of dirty air as much, and you have less power, you can follow cars extremely closely for long periods of time. Very similar to how if you take Formula 1 versus Formula 4, you'll see that the racing is a lot more spread out in Formula 1, as you do have much more downforce, and the effect of dirty air is a lot more noticeable. Since the GT4 cars are a lot easier to slide and catch oversteer, you can race a lot harder since there is less risk of spinning out or spinning someone else out. Go ahead and try it out. I guarantee it's a ton of fun and you'll be addicted by the time you finish 1 or 2 races. Unfortunately, in recent months, the GT4 content in Assetto Corsa Competizione has gone underused. If you hop into the online server list 99% of the time, you won't be able to find a GT4 race, and if it's a mixed race with GT3 and GT4, everybody will choose the GT3 cars. This is a real shame, as the GT4 content is some of the best in sim racing across the board, and yet after its release, the hype slowly died down and whittled to practically nothing. This does mean that most of the time, to get this great GT4 racing, you will have to run offline races against AI. While they can be extremely exciting, as ACC has some of the better AI in sim racing, a bit of the racing feeling is lost as you're not going toe to toe against real drivers. I do really hope that one day we will see either a new release for GT4 content or something else that will spark a resurgence in the use of GT4 race cars and GT4 racing. And to touch on the subject of potential content releases for GT4 racing, I think there is still a lot of area to expand on what's already in Assetto Corsa Competizione. There are many series that do run GT4 racing, such as IMSA, the GT European series, or the American GT series, which do not feature in Assetto Corsa Competizione currently. These series feature many awesome tracks such as Sonoma or Sebring, and could bring a lot to Assetto Corsa in my opinion. These racing series also feature many GT4 cars that have not officially featured in Assetto Corsa Competizione as of yet, for example the GT4 Mustang, the GT4 Supra, or the GT4 F-Type. I think that bringing a brand new piece of content to ACC would bring a new wave of people back to GT4 content and could potentially elevate it to where, or maybe past, where the content was in terms of usage when the GT4 content was originally released all those months back. I think that if a new sector of content would be added, it could not only enhance the GT4 content, but it could also enhance the GT3 content, as with new tracks, it is allowed for GT3 and GT4 cars to race on those same tracks. And I think adding a feature for multi-class racing would make it even more fun and would draw even more people back to ACC, specifically for ACC's GT4 Racing. All in all, the GT4 content is an underappreciated aspect of ACC, as it unfortunately sits in the shadow of GT3 Racing. However, it still remains one of my favorite things to do in Assetto Corsa, and hopefully many will eventually rediscover just how great it is. That's going to be all from me today. Be sure to like or subscribe if you did enjoy the content. You can find me on Twitch for occasional live streams and on Twitter down below. Be sure to stay happy, stay safe, stay positive, stay healthy. I'll catch you guys in the next one. This has been me, signing off. Peace out.